Hey everybody, John here from John's Gold and Silver. I wanted to say one thing about, because there's one YouTuber that always talks about Gamestop, GME, and AMC. He's definitely been right about AMC for sure, and I think probably be proven true about GME as well. But his name is Marantz Rantz, and I watch him because he's a pretty cool guy and seems like a pretty honest guy. And he's always talking about GameStop though. And he mentioned about he's never gonna sell. He's like, I'm gonna buy GME and I'm never gonna sell it. I'm gonna give it to my kids. I just want to caution you guys against when some people use that kind of language, like they say they'll never sell. Like we saw when Genius Group was hitting like $2, and there was people on the stock twits going, "I'll never sell. I'm not gonna sell till it hits 100." You know. So this guy Marantz Rantz is saying he's never gonna sell GME. For one thing, everything about the company could completely change between now and the time he gives his stock to his kids, okay? There could be many, many reasons that cause him to sell. There could be a CEO change and that they start to destroy the company. Is he really going to keep it then until, he gives it to his kids? No. There could be the stock could just start dropping every single day and they could start diluting shares for some reason, Is he going to hold it till he retires and give it to his kid? No. So people that talk like this and they say, I'm going to hold something forever, I'm never going to sell, I'm going to buy all the time, this is stupid. Even I say, there's going to come a time where, we should sell our oil stocks, because I think oil's going to fly. I'm not going to hold it forever, even though I think oil's going to be really great for a long time to come. I'm not going to hold it forever. You should sell it at the peaks and then buy it back when it's low, It's okay to go long on some things, but everything peaks and gets way overvalued, and you want to be selling it, At one point between Marantz Rantz's life right now and when he gives his stock to his kids, at one point in all those probably 40, 50 years that he has left to live, it's probably going to become highly overvalued. And if he says, oh, I'm never going to sell it, even though it's worth way, it's not even worth this much in reality. Like when Tesla was like 1,000 a share or whatever. It's not worth that many PE multiples. It's not worth that much. And he's just saying to you right now, he's going to hold it no matter what happens. Even if the price gets way overvalued, he's still going to hold it and he's still going to give it to his kids. That's how you lose money. You don't say, I'm going to hold it then you're forever, because then you're going to miss the opportunity to sell it at these higher, much higher prices. So it's going to be stupid. It's like saying, I'm going to hold cannabis stocks forever. And then a stock goes from $1 to $100, and you never sell it, and it comes back to $1. Why would you say you're never going to sell it? It's just this language that's extremely bullish. Usually, I caution people against people that use that kind of language because it's typically manipulative. It's to get other people to buy it. I know because I pumped up Genius Group, but I pumped up that because I knew it was going to go up, and I knew we were all going to sell. Okay, so that's why I was trying to, use certain language to get people excited, because I knew we were going to make a lot of money. So I understand why he's trying to get people excited to invest in GameStop, for sure. Yeah, but to tell people that he's never going to sell, you know how many people are going to get trapped in the stock because he says he's never selling? There's going to be so many people that buy this thing and they never sell it at the peak, So that's just funny that some people say I'll never sell. I don't understand. So I'd like to talk to Marantz about that one. But overall, I do want to recommend Marantz Rantz's channel because I think he's fairly an honest guy, and I think he's right about a lot of these companies. Okay, that a lot of people are afraid to say. Like Marantz told people that Genius Group yesterday on his live stream, he told people Genius Group was no good. So he's telling the truth. I said Genius Group was good, and I was pumping it, and now I'm not. I'm kind of dumping it now, if you notice, okay? So when it switches like that, you got to be willing to switch. Just like when GME becomes a sell, he should tell people to make money and take their profits. Why do we invest? So that we can make money. I don't think we should hold GME until we give it to our kids, okay? I really don't believe that he's saying that. I don't believe him, okay? Calling you out, Marantz. I don't believe you that you're going to give it to your kids. You're just saying that because you're being overly bullish. I've seen these guys time and time again, Usually it's the penny stock CEOs that are trying to bullshit you, but So yeah, it's just one disagreement me and Marantz have is. But yeah, guys, the channel's doing wonderful. I've got my stocks and crypto now that I'm only releasing the stock information on. So just talking only about stocks. So one viewer mentioned you've got to keep each channel about only one thing. So I'm just going to keep this one about stocks and crypto. Then I have a Silver Ninja channel. Please subscribe to that one if you want. And then I have my John's Gold and Silver. So got 3 channels, and I've even got a GoFundMe now because we're not really getting enough money from Patreon. But we are growing. We've got 26 members, I think, in there. So we need our next big banger. We need our next 10 bagger, 20, 30 bagger. So trying to come up with that because we all know Troika and GNS worked out good. The first one was Troika. Thing went up. At one point I was ahead 10,000. Okay. Then the thing started falling so fast, and I made a classic video. That was one of the funniest videos I ever made. I think did pretty well. When Troika crashed, I came out. Yeah. So this is going to be crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, AMC is probably going to keep going down. GameStop, probably a good long hold, but definitely sell it when it gets overvalued. Don't keep it forever. Remember to don't hold on to stocks. Don't become married to them, okay? Especially if we start seeing more negative economic information come out and bad manufacturing data and stuff like that. Oil prices keep rising, you know. The one thing that could help the stocks, though, is war. If we get a war with China, the stock market will fall initially, but then it'll go crazy. Because if we go into a war, we're going to have to print. We're going to have to lower the interest rates and turn on the printing presses, okay? We already know they're going to lower the interest rates in a little while. You know, like next year. But they have to turn on the printing presses as well. And that's going to cause inflation. So a war will make basically everything go up. Okay? It's going to overinflate these markets, the gold and silver, everything. Oil especially in times of war. So if we see that coming, we need to go in heavily on these oil stocks soon. So trying to keep an eye on that. Yeah, the cannabis stocks today came down. I was telling some of the members in the Patreon to sell yesterday. I decided to get out of most of my major holdings on the cannabis. Because why do we hold them? Well, for one thing, some of you are holding them for the true move, okay? But that ain't here yet. So I'm holding them for just the bounces. Like, yeah. Like, now I just bounced. I sold some. Took some money. You know, we invest to take a profit, okay? If he's buying GME and holding on to it forever, when's he taking his profit, you know? And how does he... I don't know. I don't know these people. But be careful what you see out there. You don't want to become married to a stock and hold it forever. So, and then in the cannabis, I think they're going to come back down. And then we could start to buy back in, okay? If you don't know what to buy, just buy the MSOS. That's the cannabis index. So if you just buy that, you'll do well so long as cannabis does well, you know? Obviously, guys, you want to be buying on the lows. Look to buy dips, okay? Don't buy when the hype is like super, super strong, because then you usually will become a bag holder. If you buy when the hype is really strong, can't even get any stronger, usually the stock's not going to really go much higher either. So, and by the time usually the average layman, the newbie investor, by the time you hear about it, it's too late. Not saying you guys are the newbies. Obviously, you watch me. You're definitely not newbies. If you were a newbie, I've definitely caught you up. Like some of the members, I caught you up. You didn't know how to do. You didn't know what options were. Spoke with you on the phone. Helped you along the way. You know, I'm willing to help people. If you don't know anything about trading, I'll help you set up your stock account. I'll do whatever. You know, I'll tell you what you need to do. And if you don't know how to trade options, I'll tell you what to do to get a margin account. Not financial advice. Trying to get people on board, bring more people to the channel. So appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing, liking this if you did. Yeah, please like this. It's not that hard. And this is important stuff we need to get out there, okay? About the economy going to be coming down, hurting. I'm trying to get people to learn how to save money, invest. Even if you're afraid to invest, just try to get better at saving, okay? And then the gold and the silver, this is going to be really important. If the economy really gets that big crash, we're going to need gold and silver to barter with. It's going to be very important. And then, of course, gold and silver are going to make their moonshot. You want to be in. It's good to invest in. I like uranium too. Uranium's really moving because energy prices are going to go higher because of inflation. The price to make this energy is going up, you know, and we got people really thinking that electric cars are going to make all the difference with this pollution and everything, but no, they're still polluting. They're doing strip mining. They still have to figure out, you know, how to recycle these batteries. It's going to be tons of pollution. And I heard that this is true, that a lot of these businesses want to make whole fleets of electric buses, electric cars, electric semis. If they did this, there's not enough power in these. They could never give it up. All that draw on that electrical grid, the town won't let it happen. They come to their town and they say, we want to do this project and have all these electric vehicles. The town's like, wait a minute, we don't even have that much electricity. So you are seeing more solar power. Like we just drove by a big solar field that was just being built yesterday. Me and my buddy that we're delivering ice. So they are trying to make the grid more able to handle all these electric vehicles, but they'll never do it. It's not going to be. They're not going to be able to. You know, it will take years. Where are they going to get all this energy from? There's not enough. You need so much property and so much land for those solar fields, and it's not profitable. It's not right now. It's not going to be the solution. Okay, so oil is going to go up, I think, but I'm looking for a little pullback. If we get that pullback, that's our time. You know, so. And I still have oil stocks right now too. So we see oil moving up. I have some of these that I'm not going to sell for a little while. So even if they do dip, you know, it's okay. I'm still making my dividends, okay? So, all right. Please remember to like, subscribe, and donate on the GoFundMe, okay?